Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Paul, and in this video we're breaking down the final trailer for Welcome to Derry. After the devastating episode 7, we are now looking to the last episode, which is dropping next week, or Sunday. The finale is shaping up to be something that's going to completely tear you apart though, and yeah, spoiler alert, it doesn't die. So I'm very interested to see how they handle things, and I think it's going to be completely soul destroying. Yay! Throughout this video though, we're going to be going through the final look and breaking everything down in it. Now let's just play the trailer and go through it frame by frame.
Dick, what are you doing?
Can't take it no more. When I close my eyes and I dream of you, I see your pretty faces and I taste them too.
Dick will.
But my, oh my, how I wish to cry every time we say goodbye. So long, losers!
Okay, so after the Pennywise red HBO logo, we cut to Dick in his room in what's a very familiar scene. Leroy enters, but he's clearly far more broken than how he appeared in episode 6. And to be fair, they both are. It's sort of a descent from the moment earlier in the series, with them now being further off the deep end. We have seen moments of this scene in the mid-season trailer, including an old man haunting Dick. He pops around the doorway at the minute 1 mark there, and it's sort of playing off the soldier we saw in the last scene here. I actually think we get the setup for this shot around the 24-minute mark in this trailer, where you can see there's a creepy woman at the bottom of Dick's bed. If you look to the doorway, you can see a hand coming in, and they're both after Dick in the bed.
Dick.
What?
What?
And things are clearly getting worse for him. Dick says he can't take it and is worryingly holding a pistol in his hand. However, I think what happens to the town is going to make him step up and finally become the man we met in The Shining. During this, we then get cuts of Pennywise at his cot. Judging by the blue foggy sky behind him and blood covering his face, this is happening in the present rather than the past. I think the Losers Club will head towards this during the episode, and then they'll come face to face with the character. Now, other than that battle, in the teaser, they really painted out that it's sort of Dick versus Pennywise, and these two psychics going head to head. We get lots of different mirroring shots of the characters with a lot of focus on their eyes. In between this, we also have the Losers Club in the fog as well, and we get a massive wall of missing posters. And normally I'll Google all the names on this stuff because it's always like members of the art department in it. It's a nice little Easter egg. They've done that with all the missing posters in the series so far, but here there's 50, and I can't be arsed, mate. Look, I'll do it properly for the in-depth breakdown right after the episode, so make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, all of these guys are all art department and producers. Who we need to focus on for the story though is Patricia Stanton, aka Patty. Throughout the teaser we see kids locked up in the gym at the school and desperately pounding the doorway. Though we don't see it here, there is another shot in the teasers that shows what happens after this moment. That is Patty and the rest of the kids in the scene getting completely deadlighted. So I think that's going to happen early on, with it potentially being the major attack that opens up the episode. I think this group of kids is who we see floating in the air throughout the town, and during the 26-second mark we can see what I think is Patty's shoes lifting up. The mid-season trailer shows loads of people floating around at the 41-second mark, so I'm guessing that this is the same group. Now amongst these missing posters we also get one of Will, which is covered in blood. Pennywise obviously took the character last episode, and now he's taunting the kids to come and get him. I don't think that Charlotte and Leroy would have been the ones that put this up, and instead I think these posters are just the clown taunting the kids. Because yeah, knowing their parents would I think they'd know straight away who it was and just head down to the sewers. I am interested to see how Leroy's inability to fear fear comes into it as well though, as I think he'll be heading back there to save and support his son. Now if you want to support the channel, then why not check out our merch store right below the video. We've got a big December sale on right now and have a full lineup of Welcome to Derry stuff, Alien Earth, The Boys, and our Fallout line as well. As I said, we have sales on everything, and now is the best time to pick up a shirt for yourself or a loved one if you want to get it in time for Christmas. Because yeah, that's coming soon and you don't want to miss out on our amazing discounts. Now after this, we get a creepy woman looking out a shop window as the fog descends on the city. She's got these big Pennywise teeth. At least I hope they're fake. Sorry if you're watching, love. I think that might be real. Look, they don't look bad if you're watching, love. Feel like I might have given the last a complex there. You look great. And intercut with this, we have Pennywise at his cot singing a song and clearly loving the chaos. Now, as he sings goodbye, the trailer ramps up and we get lots of quick cut action shots. The first of these has the gang running through the forest and Lily's gripping on tight to the dagger and wants to hold on to it forever, like me with these weekly breakdowns. Been getting views, mate. It's been paying for my life. I need to buy more toys and books. We also have Shaw looking through binoculars and Charlotte going off on someone. Guessing it's Leroy because that's like 50% of her character at this point. Kinda hope it's at Rose though, after learning the tribe of maturing have done fuck all to help this season. We then get some shots of the woods, the cot steps dropping down and the kids watching the fog rolling in. I think this all kind of ties back to Shaw and he's the one who, in a roundabout way, inspired this. Shaw said fear is like a fog, and Pennywise could be weaponizing his fears to show him what his quote-unquote American dream could look like. And it's basically an American nightmare. Pennywise grabs a kid, which I'm guessing is Marge, is around the 43-second mark we see her being dragged off. That's clearly her glasses on the ground, and she's being pulled away. But I don't think that she dies. If you've seen our last breakdown, then you'll know we talked about how we think Marge is actually Richie's mother. They both have massive glasses, and in the book he said his mum was called Maggie. Rich obviously died saving her, and I think she'll name her son after the valiant knight who saved her as a child. You also see Charlotte and the group in a truck. We've seen other shots of this in the teasers, and this is in an ice cream truck that they're clearly smuggling Hank out in. The truck was spotted earlier in the season, and it appeared at the 12-minute 20 mark in episode 6. There's a van near the cot at one point in the teaser as well, and we see Rose screaming at the 41-second mark inside of it. Hank is right behind her as well, and we also see Charlotte with a rifle alongside Hank at the 44-second mark. Pennywise also kicks someone in his cart, and we have a moment where Dick screams out. If you look closely at his mouth though, you can actually spot a mouth inside, which is a very cool effect. I'm guessing it kind of plays in the force inside him that's corrupting his mind, and it's such a subtle detail that also looks a bit like our Pennywise t-shirt. We then end the teaser with Pennywise turning on a tannoy, which I'm guessing is at the school right before the gym scene. It might tell the kids to go to the gym and then it will make its move. It's also possible it could be the base, but yeah, let me know all your thoughts below and what you think it is. What we do know as well is that the fog's rolling into town and Pennywise takes over the city and is either stopped or he decides to go and hibernate. Canonically, we also know that Will and Leroy have to survive. However, everyone else is off the board. We have talked about how Veronica Grogan ends up dead in the book, and she's who Bev hears coming from the pipes in chapter 1. So yeah, might be a Pennywise trick, but I do think she's dead. And possibly her father as well. I think the idea of him going off into the sunset, being a free man, is a fool's wish, and Pennywise isn't gonna let him escape. We've often talked about how every cycle ends with stuff getting pinned on someone, with Henry Bowers being blamed for the deaths in '89. I think Hank is going to have the same thing happen though. He was at the cinema and also at the black spot, so he's someone who they can pin most of the crimes on. I also feel like Lily will survive, but she'll slowly go insane. I feel like it'll be revealed that she's Bev's mother and Alvin will have met her while he was working at the hospital. She'll then take her own life, and that'll be where things then continue with her daughter. Though the kids in the show, they are going to lose. I think if Lily has Bev, Marge has Richie, then in some ways, they did stop the creature. It just took like another 55 years for it to happen. But honestly, I'm kind of gutted the show's over, and I can't believe next week could be the last time we ever see these characters. Actually, I think I like them more than the Losers Club as well. Sad to see them go, but to be honest, I've been dead inside since Richie died. But that wraps up the video, and I'd love to hear your theories on the finale below. Was there anything we missed? Is there anything we clearly got wrong? Drop that in the probably, judging by the other trailer breakdowns, but drop that in the comments below and let me know if there's any big Easter eggs so I can take credit for them in our main breakdown. Thank you, mate. You're the best. You've saved my life again. Please drop a like on the video as well, and if you want to follow us on Instagram and keep up to date with what we're doing, then make sure you check us out at Heavy Spoilers. Did you know as well, members of the channel also get early access to videos, and if you click the join button, you get at least one breakdown a week before anyone else, all for just 99 cents a month. I hope we live in a world now where inflation's meant that that isn't a lot of money these days to you, but if a lot of you do it, it would mean a lot to us. Imagine if everyone who subscribed the channel did that. That's like 1.6 million if they all give 99 cents. I don't know how much that would be, but I'd be rich and I'd never have to do these stupid videos again. But yeah, thank you for all your support. And if you want something else to watch, you've got a breakdown of episode 7 on screen right now. What do you mean you've already watched it? You love the channel too much. You were bloody 0.7% of no viewership or whatever you were, mate. Well, thanks a lot for your support there as well, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peace.